Hello and welcome to the 90's Guyz podcast. My name's Brian.
And I'm Jed.
And this is our show, episode number 7.
7.
Yes. Is that a lucky number or something?
It's supposed to be. It's like the perfect number or something, isn't it?
Could this be the perfect show?
No.
Highly doubt it. It's good to be back, though. How you doing, bud?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm real good.
You getting ready for the weekend?
I am getting ready for the weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be a pretty wild one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm here you're leaving me.
I am leaving you.
And you didn't invite me.
Oh, I didn't? You didn't get the... I didn't get the
invite.
You know what? That's on me.
That is on you.
Next time.
I'm going to have to have a word with you after the show.
I'm unavailable. Sorry.
What's different? You're too cool for me.
Oh, sure. That's why we're doing a show together. So we want to remind everybody, thank you again for listening to the 90's Guyz podcast.
Yes.
Don't forget, you can subscribe to us on SoundCloud and YouTube.
Yes.
And follow us on the socials. What do we have?
We have Facebook.
Yep.
Twitter.
Yep.
And Instagram. And we need those.
Yeah.
We need those. We need some Twitter followers.
We have an embarrassing amount of Twitter followers right now.
And it's only Brian, I think.
Yes. But
and
the
of
best.
course, my Twitter is our actual, a podcast account.
Oh, you don't have a personal Twitter?
No, I don't ever get on the tweets. So that's I use it just for this. So
Nice.
So when you tweet our podcast, you'll be tweeting me.
Whoa.
I know.
You're a celebrity, too.
I know. I'm pretty awesome, but I don't know. We're still at that one person that likes us.
We'll get there, bud.
Our Instagram's doing pretty good, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And so when they look us up, they just gotta look up the 90's Guyz with a Z podcast.
Yeah. And then we also have email,
Yes.
which is 90's Guyz podcast.
The 90's Guyz
The
podcast.
90's Guyz podcast.
At gmail.com.
gmail.com. Yeah. So, and we want to hear from you. We want to know what you guys think, any ideas for future shows. Actually, the one we're doing today was actually one of our fans asked me to do the one we're doing today. His name is John, and he was like, hey, are you guys going to ever do a show on Angry Beavers? And I said, that's what we're doing next.
John talks like that?
He got all quiet and shy with it, like it was a bad thing. But I was super stoked when he said it because I love the Angry Beavers.
Absolutely.
So
it's going to be great.
So thank you. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Kisses.
Yeah.
He's going to listen to this and talk to you and go, you know what?
Yeah, no. Don't ever say my name ever again.
Don't mention me.
Next time. This is not my brother, John, by the way. It's a different John.
Right.
So I know a lot of Johns in my life.
You're just a John magnet.
I am a huge John magnet. So, all right. Well, I actually have some random 90s facts.
Ooh.
And I'm going to ask Brian a couple questions about these to see if he can get these or not.
Okay.
So, do you remember what a VHS is? It might be aging myself.
Let me think.
Because they have not been around for a while.
It's a venereal disease, right?
Close.
Okay. Wait. Give me another guess. VHS. So it's an acronym. Is it like a medicine that I would find in Walgreens?
No.
Okay.
It is what us old people used to watch movies with. They would put them on VHS.
You'd stream it through a VHS?
You would put it in a VCR, and then you would watch it.
Wait, a VHS and a VCR? Dude, just speak in English. What are you doing?
Oh, we're just giving trouble. Brian knows what a VHS is.
Yeah, of course I do.
But do you know what the best-selling VHS of the 90s was?
Ooh. Okay, wait. Let me think about that. The best-selling... What was the biggest movie? Would it be...
And it is a children's movie.
Ooh. Gosh, darn it. I mean, you know what? I don't have a good guess for this. I'm just going to say The Goonies?
Nope.
Okay.
It was Aladdin.
Really?
Yeah, they sold over $1 billion worth.
$1 billion?
$1 billion on one movie.
Oh, my God.
In the 90s.
Yeah?
On Aladdin.
Oh, my God.
That's how many VHSs of Aladdin were sold.
That's impressive.
It's ridiculous. I would never even thought that.
No way.
Don't get me wrong. It's one of the best Disney movies in my opinion.
Sure.
But $1 million worth?
I know.
That's a lot of movies.
Well, and I should have guessed it was a Disney one because everyone had Disney VHSs.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Interesting.
Here's a random one, not necessarily about kids, but do you know what the best-selling car was?
Ooh, okay. Let me think. What did I see? I'm going to say It was a Plymouth van.
No.
Does a van count as a car?
Yeah, nah, well, I would consider it, but
Go ahead.
it is Ford.
Ford. I don't know.
It was the Ford Taurus, and we actually had one. So
okay.
So I mean, that just is one of those things.
Part of the statistic.
Oh yeah, we were part of the statistics.
Okay.
This one you might actually know.
Thank God.
What was the most popular snack of the 90s? And these are delicious.
I mean, I want to say snack pack, but that's I don't.
No,
it's
that's
too
not
obvious.
Right. Yeah.
It was a Lunchable.
Nope, that's not a snack. That's a Lunchable.
Oh,
a snack.
Listen, I need like 4 Lunchables to make a meal. Okay?
Right, everybody does. You're going to be upset with yourself when you
Wait a minute. Wait, a snack. Was it a Dunkaroo?
Oh, gosh.
Weren't those amazing?
Those are so good, man. Yeah. Dunkaroos.
I've actually searched them online. They don't sell them anywhere. They used to sell them in Canada, and if you wanted to ship to the U.S., it was like $50 for one pack of Dunkables.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
No, it was the fruit roll-up.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You used to love those.
You know what's funny? I would have almost assumed it would have been fruit by the foot over fruit roll-up.
I don't know. I knew more kids had, fruit roll-ups in their lunches during cafeteria time.
Fruit roll-up is the poor man's fruit by the foot.
Right.
That's cool. I like that.
All right. And then this is just a random fact. It's not a question.
Factoid.
Yes. So, you and I are big fans of the TiVo, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, do you remember the old commercials with the special little guy that used to talk?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Of course. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yo quiero.
Did you know that the man that voiced the Taco Bell dog also voiced my favorite cartoon's voice, Rocco from Modern Life?
Wow.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that. I guess he just had different affects he could do.
Yeah.
Wow. So, you know what? You just kind of broke my spirit. You telling me that dog didn't talk.
I'm sorry.
You bastard.
I like to crush dreams every so often.
You know, I heard not too long ago that little Chihuahua passed.
What?
Yeah, he was an old dog,
I
too.
thought they were supposed to live forever.
Yeah, they're magical.
Yeah, Chihuahuas. My least favorite dog of all dogs.
That was good, man. I like those little factoids.
Yeah, I just, since we're a 90s, podcast, I thought we'd get in some 90s.
What the hey?
Whatever, and maybe in the future I'll have some more.
I like that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, and that was a beautiful little segment, but this next one is pretty big.
Oh, yeah?
Did you hear about the guest that we booked for the show today?
No, you were keeping it a secret from me.
Yeah, we booked a big old fatty guest.
Oh, yeah?
Not a large man, but it's a big name.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna break to it, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, you know him from daytime television, been on television for forever. Please give a round of applause for Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, how you doing, my friend?
Hello?
That's him.
Oh, it's Dr. Phil. Hello,
Yeah.
Dr. Phil.
Hello.
How you doing today?
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. We're having a good show so far.
Yeah. Learn some random 90s facts.
Yeah. So, Dr. Phil, thank you so much for taking some time to speak with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's excited.
He's excited.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Phil, tell me. I know that you're a therapist on TV, and you spend a lot of time helping people out. What do you do in the meantime? For your own entertainment.
How about when this is over, we go do a little coke?
Oh.
What? Whoa.
We just met Dr. Phil.
Wait. I mean, you're not telling me that you do coke, are you?
I'm a drunk pimp.
What?
He's a drunk? Dr. Phil, what's going on? I mean, this is kind of ridiculous, honestly.
Nobody really cares.
Well, I think people are going to care.
I care, Dr. Phil.
Yeah. Do you think this guy's giving out advice to people?
Right?
I don't know anything.
Oh, well, wow.
Yeah.
So you haven't been helping those hundreds of people that you say you have?
Yeah, do you really care?
Whatever.
Oh, my
No.
gosh.
He's the attitude on this.
The guy's
one.
really out of control.
Where are you from?
I'm from St. Louis.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
How are you doing overall?
Okay.
This interview was going better.
You're a bitch.
Hey,
whoa.
whoa.
I don't disagree.
Hey.
But Dr. Phil, what's the deal, man?
Do you realize that this is a big problem?
Yeah, you're going to look like a fool.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really bizarre.
That's a load of crap.
Oh.
Yeah. It's going well.
That one hits deep.
Kathy, are you there?
Kathy.
Kathy.
Is Kathy still here?
Kathy.
Kathy. No, she left.
What is the problem?
Kathy left. That's the problem.
Kathy!
Does that make common sense?
Does what make common sense?
Good. Gotta run.
Oh,
wow.
really?
Well, thank you, Dr. Phil, for joining us.
Yeah, we really appreciate
Do
it.
you agree that you've smoked pot?
Ooh, uh-oh.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the 6th.
Oh, okay.
Do you agree that you smoke?
Yes.
Yeah, you do. I don't.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what benefit you got out of being a drunk pimp.
A drunk pimp?
I don't know what benefits I got out of it either.
You know what, Dr. Phil? I'll be honest with you. You're really being a bit of a jerk.
Get over it.
Oh, what the? You know what? We're done with you. We really appreciate it, okay?
Thanks for your call.
Yeah. Oh, you called us. Whatever.
Gotta run.
All right, bye.
Bye.
That guy's a jerk. God. Oh, my gosh. So, what are we talking about in this next segment?
We are talking about Angry Beavers.
Nice.
Yeah. Like I said, it was a request that we had, and I'm looking forward to it.
From John.
From John.
I'm just trying to be as creepy as possible with John.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, stick around. In just a minute, we will be back with our featured topic, the Angry Beavers. We are the 90s guys. Don't go anywhere. So it's summertime, and that means a lot of people are doing projects on their homes. If you're doing anything that involves glass, you have to call my friends over at Presley's Glass. They are a wonderful, wonderful business, in business for 25 years, which doesn't happen if you're not doing great work. They're a family-owned business, and what they do is they replace all kinds of glass, windows, mirrors, shower enclosures, you name it, they do it. One thing they pride themselves on is making sure that your project is done on time and, more importantly, done right. They want to make sure that you are 100% happy with everything that happens in your project involving glass. They do everything from residential to commercial, so my friends who own buildings and different commercial complexes, make sure you give them a call. They do that kind of work too. Give them a shout at 636-257-4885 or online at presleysglass.com. Presley spelled Presley, glass.com. Again, Presley's Glass, located in the St. Louis area, doing awesome work. Give them a call, 636-257-4885. Welcome back to the 90s Guys podcast. My name's Brian.
And I'm Jed.
And this is our 7th episode, our featured topic, the Angry Beavers.
Angry Beavers.
Yes, a classic.
It is.
Classic. And it was in that perfect time in Nickelodeon's history where they had a ton of great cartoons.
Oh, yeah, they did. I mean, man, they had so many good. They had
Hey Arnold. SpongeBob.
Yeah, Rugrats was still going.
Rocko's Modern Life. Yeah.
SpongeBob was about to start.
Right.
You know, all that stuff. So
yeah,
it was probably the best era for actually Nickelodeon cartoons, in my opinion, was around that time when Angry Beavers came out.
Totally agree.
So yeah, it was definitely hard to turn it to anything other than Nickelodeon during that era.
Yeah.
So
yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah. So let's do a little background on the creator to start with.
Okay.
His name was Mitch Shavers.
It's actually pronounced shower.
Shower?
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Okay. That's weird.
I know. I looked
it up. It's not spelled like shower.
I know.
At all.
God bless Wikipedia for the phonetic pronunciation.
Right. So, some cool stuff about him, though, is he was a storyboard artist for a lot of those Nickelodeon shows. You know, he was, on Ren and Stimpy.
Right.
Hey Arnold. And then, of course, my favorite, Rocko's Modern Life.
Right.
Which, I love that show, so I automatically like this guy.
Yeah.
You know,
You
him
have
and I
to.
are like bros now. So, and then the other cool fact about him is he was a producer for Freakazoid.
Yeah.
Which was a Channel 11, you know, or CW or whatever it was back then. I can't remember what it was back then.
It was CW.
Yeah. He actually won an Emmy.
That's crazy.
I know.
You know what? It's legitimate because that show, it was like a Flash ripoff. Or like, what kind of... No, he was an electric superhero.
Yeah, it was like, so it was like, what's that? Black Lightning type thing.
Yeah.
That one that's on... But he was crazy. Freakazoid was crazy.
Yeah.
And it was funny. So I just, you know, it was well written too. And I don't think it got as much fame as it should have.
It's tough when something's on CW. It's not a very high-profile cartoon
I think it
channel.
would have done a lot better on Nickelodeon.
Agreed.
So, but we're not here to talk about Freakazoid.
No.
We're here to talk about these two very, very angry beavers.
Right. They were... You know what's so funny? They were both angry, but don't you feel like...
I feel one was more angry than the other.
It was Daggett.
Daggett was he just hated everything.
Yeah.
He was so angry.
And Norbert was more like a, hey, man, let's just listen to some smooth jazz.
He was a hippie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he seemed like a more like refined hippie. He seemed like someone I'd find in a coffee shop, like writing a screenplay.
Oh, he'd hang out at those coffee houses that the poetry, and they'd be like,
yes,
that's groovy.
That's
baby.
what I got from him.
So, you know, Angry Beavers, it ran from April 19th, 97 to June 11th, 2010. 2001 on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
So it had a good run.
You know what's so funny though? A lot of cartoons will run for like 2 to 3 seasons, and it feels like a lot. But when you think about it, only 4 years going, it doesn't seem like a lot for for what I expect out of a TV show.
Yeah,
but it is.
But no, and of course they put out. You know, cartoons tend to put out more shows.
Yeah.
Than like sitcoms and stuff like that.
They might have like...
Which is funny because it's actually the process of making a cartoon takes longer and is harder than it is to just do a goofy sitcom.
Especially back then because they would do all the storyboards and then they'd ship it off to Korea to have the actual every single cell drawn and painted. Yeah. So that's pretty wild. You know, it's one thing that's pretty funny about Angry Beavers that I guess I should have known, but it's such a like an adult joke in a way. If you look up like the information on them, their names are Daggett Beaver and Norbert Beaver.
Yeah.
Their last names were Beaver. I just like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, as a kid, you're going, oh, they're beavers. That's why they're... But then when you're older, you're like, beaver.
Oh, my gosh.
So, but, so, you know, their names were Norbert and Daggett, but they went by Norm and Dag. And you know what one of my favorite things about it was? It was Dag. Is that his best friend was a stump.
Yes.
That had a face on it.
Yes.
I love that about him.
It was so funny because for those of you who haven't seen it and those maybe who forget, the stump was what they would consider like their best friend outside of each other.
And they would fight over it.
Yeah. And the stump would give excellent advice.
Oh, yes.
But it never said a word, never moved.
And it just had that goofy smile on his face.
Yep. It's just the best because then they come up and they'd like be like, that guy is such a jerk. I can't stand him. And then they would just be talking to themselves the whole time, and they'd solve their problem.
Oh, yeah.
Such a classic cartoon crutch.
So, yeah. And then the other aspect of it is they were two young beavers that moved out of their parents' dam to live the bachelor lifestyle.
Right.
That is what they wanted to do.
And they did it.
And they did. And it's the other funny thing is Norbert was always trying to find a female beaver.
Right.
And Daggett just didn't care.
Mm-hmm. I wonder.
I remember the one on the salmon spawning. Norbert was trying to explain all that, how that works.
Spawning?
How that works to Daggett, and he just didn't get it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he knew anything about birds and bees or anything like that.
I still don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're married. That's weird. Your
I
poor
know.
wife.
She's tortured.
She is.
You know what's pretty funny too is when we were kids, there was such a cool little feature on the show. And I'm going to say that the Angry Beavers predicted Amazon and their 2-day and 1-day shipping.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember
I do.
the mail tube?
Yes.
They would they'd write out they'd order something on a piece of paper. They'd throw it in that tube. It would suck into the sky. And then it'd pop up a minute later.
Yeah.
Tell me that's not Amazon now.
Right. Well, speaking of which, I ordered some stuff for this podcast.
Yeah.
Ordered it on Saturday around noon and had it by noon the next day.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy.
It was like we're living the Angry Beavers world.
All right. Well, the other thing that I loved about the show was the competitiveness between Norb and Dag. And they were always doing these weird competitions.
Yes.
Like, I remember the one where they had the bike race around the dam. And it was inside their dam.
Right.
They're racing these goofy bikes around to see who gets the last cedar log. Because I guess that was their special treat that they got or whatever. So they're racing and they're constantly, bickering with each other and fighting each other. And it just reminded me a lot of me and my brother that was, close to my age, us being competitive and fighting each other and all the stupid stuff that we got angry at each other over.
Right.
So, I mean, it was easy to relate to it.
So relatable.
Yeah.
And see, I have a little brother too. You're the youngest, but I have a brother as well.
Yeah, I'm the youngest, yeah.
But it's so funny because, it was perfect if you had a sibling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they just...
You knew the struggle, man.
They mimicked every little fight we had.
Yeah.
And then actually, my little brother would want to watch something other than Angry Beavers.
And you'd punch
I'd knock him right out.
Tommy, you should have more sense than that.
I know. We forgive him, though. We're all older now. We've all learned our lessons. Tommy.
Your poor brother. I love your brother. He's actually great.
Oh, he's the best. You kidding me? He's killing it.
Yeah. So.
Now, we can't talk about Angry Beavers without playing what I consider one of the best theme songs in history.
Oh, just listen to that music.
Yes. Angry Beavers. The visuals even better. Classic.
I love that. It makes me want to go home and watch Angry Beavers right now.
I know. The trumpets and that song are just incredible.
Yes. So I do think, if I remember right, wasn't there some controversy on the last episode?
Was there?
I'm trying to get my facts here, but I'm pretty sure that they weren't sure if they were coming back for another season.
Mm-hmm.
And so they made just kind of a finale episode at the end of season 4.
Right.
And it was inappropriate or something like that. And so Nickelodeon refused to air it.
Yes. You know what? I remember a little bit of this.
Okay. I thought that was Angry Beavers. And I always wanted to see it because it kind of wraps everything up. But Nickelodeon didn't like how it was going to be.
You know why? It was more of an inside joke for the guys working on the show,
yes,
I think.
Yeah,
because
it was, yeah.
The whole thing was that they, the cartoon characters, Dag and Norbit, suddenly realized that they're cartoon characters. They had self-realization.
Yeah.
And then they knew they were going to be canceled, hence they were going to die.
Yeah.
So that's a little dark.
Yeah, so, and that's what it was. I thought there was some kind of controversy with the ending of it. And, that just adds to the awesomeness that is Angry Beavers. The fact that the creators of it wanted them to realize that they were cartoons and they were getting canceled so they would die.
It's beautiful.
That's so funny to me.
And you know what? It was perfect because the show was always like a little adult in a weird way.
It was very adult in my opinion. Watching it back, don't get me wrong. It was funny as a kid.
It was just a lot of negative adult-like themes, stuff like life. They had to deal with life.
Well, yeah. I mean, and there was just so many things they had to deal with that, well, they were bachelors living on their own for the first time. Right. I mean, that's like you moving out of your house for the first time by yourself, trying to figure out how to do this thing called life.
I'm living it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least they had each other.
True.
Yeah. When I moved out, it was just me on my own going, okay, what do I do now?
Aw. Poor Judd.
I'm going to watch some cartoons, even though I'm 20.
Yeah, but it's so funny because the Angry Beavers for me was always one of those cartoons. You'd flip through the channels, you land on it, and you always know you're going to be entertained.
Oh, yes. And still to this day, if it was on something and it popped on, I would definitely stop and watch it. I just absolutely love that show.
But the thing is, some cartoons, there's good episodes and bad episodes.
Yes.
They were all winners.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a bad episode of Angry Beavers.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
So I have enjoyed this topic.
I have as well.
Yeah, I want to thank John again for.
I wanted to thank John. I want to thank him first.
No, I'm going to thank him first. Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
I win.
That's it. I get to thank the next guest. You jerk.
But it was fun redoing the research and all this stuff. And the funny thing about it is so I tried to get back in and watch a couple episodes.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find any. But the one thing that did pop up, and it's probably going to be something we talk about in the future, was you remember Kablam, right?
Oh my God, yes.
I got in a YouTube vortex of watching Kablam because
so
they have
easy.
them all on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my goodness.
That's
So
an
that
episode.
was what's another aspect of this show that is so much fun is that we get to dive into this stuff, and then we realize that it leads us to other things that we enjoy and love. So because by far Prometheus and Bob the Monkey and the Alien. Oh my goodness. My dad absolutely loved that.
Yes.
And we would watch it every Saturday night, and he's like, where's the monkey and the alien?
Yeah.
And the caveman.
Hey, they can look forward to that being a future episode. I think that's an easy episode.
So that is another reason why Brian and I enjoy doing this so much. Yes, we love to talk to each other. We have a good time doing it.
Yep.
But it also gives us a chance to dig deep into the stuff that we absolutely love, which is 90s cartoons and being complete nerds.
Yes.
So
I love getting nostalgic. That's a big thing for me.
Yes.
I love reminiscing.
Yeah.
I love thinking about the good old days.
You know what it makes me want to do?
What?
Go to Ponderosa on Sunday morning.
Oh, I know.
And have breakfast if they still do.
Jed and I used to almost every Sunday morning for a while would go Sunday morning. We'd drive to Ponderosa at like 9 in the morning and just get the most fatty, like chicken fried steak,
Yes.
grits, sausages, kind of like amazing breakfast.
We got to look up if the only one that's open around us has a Sunday.
We should broadcast live from there.
That'd be awesome. As we're stuffing our faces.
Yeah. It'll sound most like this.
So, thank you very much for joining us tonight as we do this podcast and coming on this journey with us.
We're always on a journey together.
We are, man.
Don't forget to email us at the 90s Guyz with a Z podcast at gmail.com.
We want to know what you think.
Give us suggestions on future shows.
Yes.
And also, don't forget, we're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at the 90s Guyz podcast.
Please join us.
Please.
Please.
We're desperate.
We're desperate.
Well, that's going to do it for today. My name's Brian.
And I'm Jed.
And that is our show. We will see you next time. Until then, take it easy.
Caca.